any job, big or small. They make it easy to find a vetted and verified tradesperson. Just get on the website, pop in your postcode, and Bob's your uncle. Or your builder. Reviewed, reputable, right good tradespeople. Visit trustatrader.com.
Trustatrader.com.
There are some things in life worth waiting for. Slow-cooked pork, a perfectly matured wine. And there are some things that aren't, like getting a new boiler fitted. At Swell Heating, we'll be out to do a survey within 24 hours, and you could have a new boiler fitted the next day with a year's free cover for the whole central heating system, subject to survey. And our 350 engineers are on call 24/7 if ever you need us in the future. If your boiler needs replacing, call Swell Heating on 0800 731 3344 or visit swellheating.com.
John, I think we need to make our marriage work harder.
What? It's the moustache, isn't it?
No, it's our marriage allowance. There's up to £220 waiting for us to claim. Although, I think you could lose the moustache.
Yes, dear.
If you're married or in a civil partnership and one of you earns less than £11,000 and your partner earns less than £43,000, you could receive up to £220. If you were eligible last year and didn't claim, you could get up to £432. It takes less than 10 minutes to apply online at gov.uk/marriage allowance.
With BT TV, get over 130 entertainment channels. Love US drama? There's the latest from across the Atlantic on AMC. Love wildlife and wild antics? National Geographic and Nick Jr. Love football? Enjoy BT Sport. Love being in control? Pause, rewind and record live TV or catch up later. Love movies and box sets? There's loads available on BT TV Store. Love TV? Love BT TV. Go to bt.com/TV to find out more.
BT Infinity required, subject to availability, terms apply.
This is LBC, leading Britain's conversation with Nick Abbott.
Hi, Annie. How are you?
My mind is still all of a boggle. Thanks for asking. 0345 6060 973. Wendy says, Buckingham Palace, a carbuncle of a building like its inhabitants. Well, we don't have to be, unpleasant about it. Its inhabitants are a carbuncle. Get me a dictionary, I'm going to look up carbuncle. Tony says, the majority of Brits want to keep the monarchy, and this is a democracy. End of story. Exclamation mark. Well, she's not democratically elected. What's democratic about that? She's unelected. We have an unelected head of state. What's democratic about that? It's not democratic. It's undemocratic. He says the largest vote was for Brexit. End of story. Another exclamation mark. I rest my case. And yet another exclamation mark, said Tony. Well, you rest your case and not a moment too soon. The largest vote was for Brexit. I think 37% of the electorate voted for Brexit. Something like that. 37%. And as for the majority of Brits want to keep the monarchy, well, I'm not suggesting that we kill them. They can stay, enjoy themselves as much as they like with their own money, of which they have a vast amount. They don't need ours. That's the thing. They don't need ours, but they'll take it. They don't need the farming subsidies from the EU, but they take it. I think it's about £1 million a year they get. Isn't that staggering? One of the richest people on earth takes about £1 million of taxpayers' money in EU farming subsidies. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't that boggle your mind? I mean, the acquisitiveness is just beyond belief. And people are like, I don't know, they're sort of, they're like robots.
Affirmative.
That have been programmed.
Correct.
Yeah. And they just spout the same thing, each and every one of them. It's the same thing, over and over and over again. Oh, well, they bring in the tourists. No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, well, it's like history, isn't it? Yeah, it is history. They don't need our money. That's the thing. They don't need it, and we do. See, if we didn't need the money, then no problem. If we didn't know what to do with our money, then, we could afford luxuries. But this is not a country that can afford luxuries. This is not a country that can afford the basics. The potholes in your road that have not been filled, and there's millions of them. There was a figure that came out just the other day. I can't remember it precisely, so I'll make it up. And if I say it out loud, it will be true. Because that's the way things are these days. It'll take 10 years of constant work to fill all the potholes in the road because we haven't got round to them, because we haven't got the money. Now, if we can't even fix the blooming roads, I mean, that's just flat out embarrassing, don't you think? but we have an endless amount, a literally endless amount of money, whatever it costs, for the richest, the family that lives the richest life on Earth. It's just beyond belief, really. It's just, I don't know where to go with this. I don't think I can take any more people who are trying to put that case anymore. Let's have Rickmansworth. Oh, Norman.
Hello. We seem to have arrived at two groups of people in this country.
Yeah.
Those that think that one group of people are idiots, and the others that think that the other group of people are idiots.
Yeah.
And
which one are you in?
I'm in the group that thinks that one of the other groups is an idiot.
Ah, right. Me too.
Exactly.
Now, is it the same group, or are we in opposing groups? I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, on many subjects, I agree with the principle of what people like you say, and I say like you because that obviously means it's not me. Like you, i.e. you and James O'Brien, I put you together sometimes.
Why?
Because you are intolerant of other people's. You're becoming more.
Oh God, are you kidding me? Like the right wing in this country are not intolerant of other people's views. No. I am losing my mind, Norman. You've got to be kidding me.
No, don't deflect me by telling me about other people. I'm talking about you and me. This is our private conversation about this. And you, over the last 12 months, have become much more intolerant of other people's views.
No, I'll tell you what I've become, Norman. I've become intolerant of people that are wrong. You know, just because you believe something doesn't make it right. And neither does it make it such that just because you believe something that people who know better or otherwise should listen to it. It's not intolerance, it's just some things are right and some things are wrong. If you tell me that 2 and 2 is 5 and I correct you, that's not me being intolerant.
Well, except you use the same words. Just because I think people think it's right doesn't make it's right.
Well, some things are right and some things are wrong, Norman. I mean, not everything is up for discussion. There are things called facts. Now, I know that people aren't really interested in facts anymore, and we apparently are now living in a world where if you say it out loud or you read it on the internet, it becomes a fact. But I think that right-thinking people should say no. If something is wrong, then you should say it is wrong.
I'll say it's wrong because can't you see you are saying what the people that you are criticising are saying about your views? What? You are similarly saying, I'm not interested. See, James O'Brien actually stops people speaking to him, which is something you don't do. But I believe that we're running into extremes. So, for example, I'll give you an example on Buckingham